champ is here.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble.
The champ is here. I must be the greatest. The champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
All right, man. I took up the world.
Yes, welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with we. My name is EJ, and I got my man.
MH.
Yes, he's the DB of the show. And without further ado, man, we're just going to jump right into it, man. We've been starting off our lives, man. And if you missed the last one, it was definitely entertaining. And I think this is going to be just on that same level. So, MH, you ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So let's just start bringing them in. Let's see. All right. Okay, so we're bringing them in. So got Coach Rayford, and you want to go ahead and call them out while I bring them in, MH?
Yeah, we got Coach Rayford, Mr. International, GCT, Brother Rico, Mr. Jamarcus Hampton. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, so we need y'all to turn the cameras on. This ain't that Zoom meeting y'all be doing at work. I mean, this is go time. Y'all got to turn them cameras on. Oh, so being shy. All right, man. So anybody got a topic they want to jump off and talk about, man, before we get going? I'll just give you the ground rules, all right? So, we like to talk about some of our past shows. If you got any questions or things that you thought we went the wrong direction, please let us know that. And if there's just kind of current sports topics, we want to keep it towards the culture. We may slide into some other things, but definitely keep it to the culture. And MH, you got anything you want to jump off with?
No, I see a SC jacket there, man. I think
Fight on, baby.
Mr. International. We can start with that. So
hey, big hire.
Big news out of there.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, Coach Lincoln Riley, that was at Oklahoma University, left in the middle of the night and took a job with Southern Cal Trojans. So what's your thoughts on it, man? How you feel about it? We'll start with you, Mr. International, since you got the whole gear on.
Let me first say I'm impressed by them being able to swoop up Lincoln, right? With that said, since we're on a Black sports podcast, I was having a conversation with my boys earlier, and 22 open positions and not one black coach in the running for any of those top positions. So I'm happy we got Lincoln, but it kind of shined a light on SC has never had a black coach, and our last successful black quarterback was Rodney Peter, somebody like that. So I'm happy that we got a good coach, much needed, but I want to see some more diversity in the coaching sector. So
that's definitely a big topic we always hit on.
Kind of with that, I think they just forgive me, I don't know my young man's name, but they had a decommit from Oklahoma at quarterback. He's a 5-star, and he's a young light-skinned black dude. So he should be taking the he's a light-skinned dude, but he should be taking the reins over.
Are we claiming him in, or is he out, MH?
Oh, he all the way in, man. I claim it all in. I claim it all in, bro.
You just got started.
No, but it was a big hire, and I think we should touch on that.
Well, wasn't there interim black? Wasn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's a defensive back coach.
That was to get some good graces. That was to keep y'all off his back.
Another big thing about SC, man. One of my boys was coaching at Oklahoma, man. So I'm hoping that they bring him along to SC. Jamar Kane was a D-line LB coach at Oklahoma for the last 2 years. So I'm hoping, as a South Sac Valley High graduate, New Mexico State football player, man, he travels with the staff from Oklahoma to SC. Good young brother.
Spencer
Rattler. We had one of the viewers said Spencer.
Spencer was at OU. There's a guy they just signed today. They literally just decommitted today from OU.
But yeah, Spencer, he's entering the portal.
The guy that just committed actually just committed to USC.
USC, yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear.
He decommitted from Oklahoma and committed to USC.
Correct.
And he's a brother.
Yeah. Where my guy's name at?
Hey, now, question of the day, because we've been kind of going back and forth. Why leave OU? Is it the SEC that's got him kind of shook, or what was it that made him at such a successful program decide that it was time to go ahead and jump ship?
$110 million in LA.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Oklahoma or LA.
Hey, G, did you say? Hey, G, did you say? Hey, sign? Did you ask coach to sign you up on his staff? You can do something, right?
Like, pick me up. Like, I go with you. Let's go. LA. You go to LA.
Since there's so many qualified black coaches out there, why are we still seeing that we're getting no finalists in any of these top jobs? How is that? That's still a thing.
What was that? Missed some of that.
I was just saying, with all of the quality black coaches up there, how are none of us are finalists in these top positions? With teams that are predominantly black players.
Right.
If you look around right now, it's still the old guard, the rest of the coaches out there right now. But it's a bunch of young, up-and-coming black coaches that's about to get a lot of shine and a lot of opportunity. Because, what happened in the last couple of months, but it's a lot of them now. Now, all of a sudden, you see a bunch of offensive coordinators, their names are getting brought up. We already know Marcus Freeman is going to be the biggest name out there. And if Notre Dame don't lock him up, they're crazy. They are crazy because Marcus Freeman can get a head coaching job anywhere if he wanted to, but Notre Dame need to lock him up. And he knows that. He's a blue.
Yeah. And the players have been tweeting all day about locking him in. That's the one. That's the guy. That's the guy they want. Yeah, Malachi Nelson. Yeah, so the quarterback that committed to SC.
The new starting quarterback at SC's name is what?
Malachi Nelson. Malachi Nelson. There you go.
Yes, sir.
No, I think that's a topic that I think we've touched on plenty of times, and I think you guys can all know as the game progresses, I think the relationship with the quarterback is probably very important for a head coaching job at many different levels. Traditionally, they didn't give black coaches those opportunities to be the quarterback coach or the offensive coordinator. It was receiver coach, running back coach, DB coach, those type of things. And I think that's changing, to your point. With guys even in the pro ranks, like, my favorite offensive coordinator right now, and hopefully he gets a job here soon at the NFL or wherever he wants to go, is Byron Leftwich. I think that's changing as you see more of those offensive coordinator, quarterback mind guys that have those relationships and can, keep relationships with players, getting those opportunities.
Little silence there. People getting quiet. I guess we were not into it yet.
Next question, MH. What was your thoughts on the LeBron James situation with the not so flagrant elbow, man?
Oh, where he did my man Isaiah Stewart?
Yeah, man, with the WWE scene going on the court.
Yeah, I thought it was
accident?
Very I don't know how accident that was. I don't know how accident that was.
That wasn't an accident. He did that on purpose. If you watch the replay and they slow it down, you see how he
definitely
at the elbow. Initially,
he
just
swung back to hit something.
Now
he's not a dirty player, though, fellas. Remember that, all right?
He's not a dirty player. He's boxing out.
You don't box out swinging your fist.
Hey, Reek, man, you got some headphones, man?
Yeah, I can grab some headphones.
You're echo. I can tell that right now. Coach Rayford, man. I mean, we got the black square. That was during Black Lives Matter. We need you to turn that camera on and join us.
I'm working.
He's not a dirty player. He's not a dirty player. It was definitely an accident. It's in the spirit of boxing out. He's a bigger guy, and his arm just kind of came back a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he was dirty in the moment. He might not be a dirty player, but in that moment, he was dirty. Because you saw, when you punch somebody, you swing back, and you try to hit him. He bit his lip like he didn't like that. He meant to hit him. He
Like,
did.
you put some steak on it.
Yeah, he put some steak on it. He did it.
Yeah, and where he was at, I don't even know who you're boxing out because he was at the top of the free throw lineup. So who's he boxing out?
He wasn't even
It was a game-winning box out, man.
Yeah. They said Isaiah Stewart got mad when they kind of got close, and LeBron might have said something to him. I think he just tasted his own blood, and when you taste that blood, it brings something else out of you.
Yeah, you react different. You react different when you take your own blood. A whole different monster.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
So you think so were the suspensions right? One for LB and then 2 for Isaiah? And did he get 2 because of all that? He did that old extra stuff.
That was it, man.
Yeah, he got the 2 for being extra.
Yeah,
he didn't actually hit anybody. He just pushing people out the way.
But he did hit somebody. There's a couple of assistant coaches that was getting trusted.
Some L's. Hey, a couple picking them up off the floor.
They trusted.
Hey, you got to get out the way.
Yeah, they were going over charge technique.
Hey, was Westbrook really ready? Or was that just all for
he squared up though, didn't he?
His bounce was nice.
He had it.
We have never, like Westbrook always talk about, we have never seen him fight one time.
Not one.
Not swinging on nobody, nothing.
Nah, he kind of looked like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish logo there from so he could fit right in.
You just put something down there, man. Is the league losing respect for what LeBron James is and his athletic ability, or is he just letting Father Time, take it away?
Them young bucks don't care no more. They didn't like LeBron. LeBron wasn't their favorite player. Steph Curry was. They don't care no more. They do not care. Like,
so he need to smack somebody in the mouth to let him know what was going on.
Let him know you still got it.
B.O.B. Steele's in the house.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, B.O.B., man? We are talking about LeBron as he still got it. He got respect. And that accidental backhand he put on them folks.
Yeah, it's disrespectful to even ask, do we still got it? It's obvious, man.
Coming in
as a king.
I would have to agree. He's still got respect. That's still LeBron James.
Man, nobody say he couldn't hoop.
Stop lying. He got it in spurts. It's not continuously no more. It's in spurts. He give it to you in spurts, but in some of these other games, he minus 23 on the PER. He's terrible.
But he's averaging 26. How's that a spurt?
No, I'm just talking about his game in general. It's just his games are in spurts. Like sometimes,
but if you get spurts, that's a great question. I mean, you can call it spurts, you can call it what you want, but if he's bucking,
games are trash.
Numbers don't lie.
It's obvious you're an LBJ hater because you're talking about spurts. A guy that's averaging 26.
Hey, look,
there's guys that spend their whole career and don't even average half of that, and you're talking about spurts.
Hey, look,
give me a break.
Hey, if you score 30, but you negative 23 in the box score, it don't matter.
Man, he got ships, B. What are you talking about? This guy that won champion. He won a championship in Cleveland. Who could have did that?
Yeah. He got a super team.
You win championships in Cleveland just because you win championships. He won it with nobody. He had J.R. Smith as his right-hand man, son.
Hey, man.
Whoa, he didn't win it with nobody.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, I was right.
So that one, huh?
With nobody.
Put some respect on J.R.'s name, man.
With nobody.
Speaking of Cleveland, man, are your Browns done?
Who Browns?
Oh, my bad. I forgot. Y'all not Cleveland fans. My bad.
Nah, come on, Ross, man. Be cool, boys. Be cool, man. That ain't got nothing. The Browns ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't have nothing to do with them. I just lived in that state for some years.
So since we on that, then can we talk if the Cowboys are the real deal? I mean, they've hit a little bit of adversity.
Absolutely not.
Why are we laughing?
What my Raiders did.
What you mean?
Yeah, why are we laughing? They the real deal.
Are the Cowboys the real deal? Is that even a topic for tonight?
Right.
Yeah, they the real deal.
That's like at the credits when they roll the credits. Somebody like, hey man,
let's establish the fact they had a 2 starting receivers was out. They had an O tackle that was
the
out.
whole league. Stop making excuses. The whole league.
Yeah, that's
two.
The Titans got the whole team.
Two top 5 receivers. Not everybody got that. Who else got on their roster?
Hey, the Titans had the whole team and still beating top 5 teams.
And 15 days.
What happened in last week?
And 2 players, man, forever.
Exactly.
Not for the season, forever.
Their top 2 pass rushers is also out. I mean, they're gonna be all right, man. They're gonna be all right. The Cowboys are for real.
Hey, I hate to sound cliche.
They had one player get 4 defensive pass interference plays. That's his fault. They turn around and play the ball.
So we got Philly. Lamar checked in saying that the Cowboys are done. He said, "Hell yeah, they're done."
Nobody's worried about Philly. Y'all got Jalen Hurts as y'all quarterback. We're not worried about y'all.
I'm a Packers fan.
Hey, y'all Tebow is Giants.
I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, man. Don't go too far with that.
It's a wrap.
Jalen Hurts, man. Hey, on a team with not a lot of weapons, man, he's doing his thing. Because
he's doing enough to be preparing for the draft next year or this off season. That's what he's doing.
Who's Philly's number 1 receiver?
Yeah, Smith.
Yeah, they got Devontae Smith.
Be a 1,000-yard receiver.
They got a youngster. And a young quarterback, man. They got something to work with them too. Everybody,
that's fine. We talking about present day, not in the future.
Yeah, they're not there now.
Present day, right now, he's one of the better quarterbacks in that class that came out. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah,
we can agree on that.
All right, and for what he got to work with out there as a team overall, the boys putting some wins together, right?
All 3 or 4 of them.
Hey, it's the NFL, baby.
You said he putting wins together. I'm just
saying wins don't come easy, and on a team like that, that's an easy. That's like one step above the Jags, the roster they got.
Wow.
All right.
The Jags are the worst roster in football, next to the Texans. Trash.
I was surprised Urban's name didn't come up in some of the new college jobs, man.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to go back.
Notre Dame
that's what he's saying now. Week 16, check in with him again.
all coaches lie. Every single one of them.
We could always play that old Nick Saban clip, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up somewhere soon.
Urban Meyer, so you think he's going back to college?
I think that's probably his best bet, or to get the hell out of Jacksonville sooner than later, if he wants to be an NFL head coach. That ain't working. It ain't looking good.
I think with the NFL, I think we can all agree. We were just touching on my guy here from Philly. I think you need a quarterback. We don't know if Trevor Lawrence is that dude yet, but you know, if you think you have a quarterback, I think you can win in the NFL. If you don't, you're not going to win in the NFL.
So you taking Jalen, or are you taking my man? First round draft pick.
You talking about Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, who you taking?
A lot to be told.
It's a black sports show, so don't go too far, MH. Who you taking, man?
A lot to be told. I like Jalen. I really do. I just don't know if he's that guy. I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about the last time we had live with Lamar Jackson and Tim Tebow and all that. I just don't know if he's that guy. I just
seen a comparison of Lamar Jackson's first, I think, 14 or 13 games, and Jalen Hurts is parallel.
Yeah, but what
not in the win and loss column.
Yeah, what is
right?
The big difference. Organization versus Philly as an organization.
Well,
I mean, Philly told
didn't Philly just win the championship? Like,
Philly got a good organization now.
And who's left from that? They had a backup.
You talking about organization? The Ravens ain't won one in a while.
When's last? So Philly got one in. They got one in, but none of the players that they did it with are still factors on the team no more. Both the quarterbacks is gone. The coach is gone. It's a whole new organization in the team. And we just said the quarterback is the piece, right?
Okay. So but you sit up here comparing stats. So if you want to compare all the stats, don't leave out wins and losses.
Oh, that's a huge stat. That's a huge stat. I just don't want the brother to get slighted on wins and losses on a team that, you know.
No, I didn't say he couldn't play. I didn't say that.
I think what's missing in that stat is what Lamar Jackson did probably for the next 13 games. And he became the MVP, right? So there's the story to be told. Give me Deshaun Hicks for so much.
Jalen is a winner, man.
Y'all see the comment on the bottom right here, right? Like
they are right.
They are not right. I'm gonna go ahead and
leave that out of there.
Hey, which therapist though? We got to go down the list. Is it the top 5 therapists or one of number 17 on the list?
We go the first and the third. Keep it pushing.
Can we get 1 and 2 just in case one get COVID and need to sit out for 10 days? And he can keep the shine propped up, man.
All right.
There we go. I see Raider Nation in the building, man. We had been rough on us, that LA lifestyle, man. Or Vegas. It's just, we wasn't having problems like this in Oakland.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There ain't no strips in Oakland.
Them clubs tearing them up.
There's clubs everywhere.
There's clubs everywhere, man.
But it's not clubs like Vegas everywhere.
Yeah, 1:30 the lights come on in Cali, man. Vegas is going to go to the spot where there ain't no lights.
Ain't no different than Miami.
And they haven't won either. Look at that. Look at that.
No, one nothing.
There you go. Coach Rayford turned some light on the subject so we can see something. There we go.
I had to relocate. Sorry.
Just like the Raiders. That makes sense. Great. It's all good. It's all good. Relocate. We get you in the building.
I can't even hear what you're saying now.
That relocation got some bad internet connection.
I'm at the school, and I guess internet is only for the kids here, so because it ain't letting me get on at all.
What school?
Las Vegas High School.
There we go.
The world famous Las Vegas High School.
There we go. Everything in Vegas is famous, right?
Absolutely. That's the way it should be, right?
For sure. All right, so switching it up, let's get a new topic on here. So, and this one should be quick, but so really big news about historical things, right? So we talked about a historical team moving. So what are your thoughts on the Staples Center's name change as the cryptocurrency arena?
Who cares? I mean, what significance does it have? It's a stadium.
I mean, tell that to some Laker fans. I mean, there's some Laker fans.
It's gonna be Staples Center to most people anyway.
It's gonna always be Staples. Nobody's gonna call it crypto arena.
Right? You're not going to the stadium because of the name. You're going to the stadium because of who's out there performing. So
it's gonna always be the Staples Center.
Like foreigners that come to Cali, going to the Staples Center is an attraction for them. So the crypto.com is losing a little bit of the luster.
But how? It's still an attraction.
Yeah, it's still an attraction, but that photo of me at Staples Center, it just ain't the same.
At Staples,
if I took a photo right now with the Staples Center in the background with a crypto sign,
Kobe played in Shaq, that's Staples. If you talk to the people from LA,
it's Staples Center all day. It's gonna always be Staples Center.
Just like the Ravens or the Browns. Who cares? I mean, the Ravens or the Browns. That was the Browns team. Nobody cares.
Well, the Browns care because that was their championship.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if nobody cared. The Browns fans were pissed.
Browns fans are pissed because they know that was their championship.
Yeah, that was their 2 championships.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they won 2 of them.
So like you said, LA fans are always going to be like, it's the Staples Center.
Yeah, it's always going to be Staples.
And then they always call it like short names, right? So the Allegiant Stadium here has been called the Owl. And then they're walking on dangerous territory for all the Bloods out there because they want to call it the Crip.
So we game banging on the show now?
Hey, that's just the word in the street, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the news. I just report it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Call it Crypto Arena.
Wow. So we had another comment. What's this? So LeBron got the vid, and he's in the same boat as Aaron Rodgers. Is he really immunized? So I didn't hear about this. I don't know if anybody else wants to add. Now LeBron got the vid, but
so LeBron did catch COVID, but NBA rules, regardless if you vaccinated or not, is 10 days. So that's the difference.
So
it's regardless, no matter what it is, it's 10 days.
All right. So what do you think about how the league handled the Rodgers in compared to Kyrie, right? Because that's going back to not even doing it.
Hey, look, as a Packers fan, I thought he was suspended. I thought he's done.
I thought it was a
They
wrap.
gonna cook him. I thought it was a wrap. I thought it was like, oh, he's gonna get at least 4 games. And then when they came back,
we talked about this, E. And I think the league did one of those things that your parents do when they realize they taught you something you wasn't supposed to do. They chastise you, but they don't whoop that ass. So they kind of like, don't ever do that again.
Right. I mean, but they couldn't. How can they suspend them when they allowed it the whole time? Were you gonna wait till the media makes a big deal about it, but y'all allowed it the whole time? So I mean, it's really contradictory for them to suspend them when they allowed it. Now, if he do it again, then I mean, I get it. But if you suspend him off of something y'all allowed,
I guess the question
that
I
don't
had,
make
I think I
sense.
asked EJ this, was like, so the big reason why your boy Kyrie can't play, because when he plays in states that have those mandates, he can't play. I went to see Aaron Rodgers play in San Francisco. I never saw a mask. Never heard anything about a mask. It was never a big deal. So what's the difference? Like, how was it okay
Aaron Rodgers was immunized, so that's one of the big differences. But no, I think, but that was how the league handled it, right? Because he was saying like, I would play the games where I can, where there's no mandate, and then I don't, and then they was just like, no, cuz that's not how we letting it roll. It's all or
you
nothing.
can sit this out.
Yeah, not for the full check. Not for the full check for sure.
Yeah. No, it's just that's the New York law. That's their rule. And at the end of the day, that's what it is.
That was the thing. They said his whole West Coast tour will be shut down.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
He couldn't play on the West.
All right, so since we on vaccination, what about your boy? I guess my former boy, Antonio Brown with the fake backs cards, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do, B.
Man, he can't be picking with a little Bootsy in the offseason, man.
It's a dirty game. He had a good connect.
So maybe Kyrie should have called him out, huh?
Right, Kyrie ain't got the connect like AB.
Just allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, AB got that. He got that card in Florida. You know how they do down there.
Boy, all right, we can't do that man like that. To be honest,
said Tom gave him the card,
at the beginning, he had a fake one. Like when the pandemic first started, then he actually got the real vaccine.
Allegedly.
So
Don't do that. He ain't want to get suspended no more. He done lost too much bread.
Hey, look, AB never got suspended. Nothing. AB did that. Don't do that man like that. He did. He probably was doing something bad before, but he rectified it. He got it done. He didn't pull up.
Yeah, AB a wild boy. He a wild boy for that whole scenario.
Yeah. When his name came up, I was like, yeah, he did it. It's not.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Everybody said he was guilty. Well, quick question for everybody: have y'all seen his rap video?
Which one?
Which one? Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you automatically say he's guilty after you watch his rap skills. It's terrible, dude.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
That might be the worst rapper I've ever seen that had money. Like that had money. I ain't saying
he was giving back to
rappers than him, but that had money. He's the worst that had money.
He was giving back to the community on his videos. I mean,
what that got to do with his skills, though?
All little homies was on the bike. You know, he had.
Hey, his real rappers that's trash these days, so it don't even matter. He can rap.
Like he's worse than Le'Veon Bell, and Le'Veon Bell is terrible. He got tracks with Snoop and all of these people, and it's like, y'all got on that track. Le'Veon Bell is terrible.
Speaking of athletes with CDs, anybody on here listen to the Dame Lillard joint?
You said what?
I'm working West Coast stuff, but just anybody here listen to the Dame Lillard CD?
I don't even know who that is.
Damn.
Dame Dollar?
Dame Dollar.
Oh, Dame Dollar got bars.
Yeah, he just represent for the West Coast since you brought that up, you know.
Okay, well, yeah. No, Dame Dollar got bars. But we're talking about AB.
Yeah, his bars looking like his game right now.
No, it was very disappointing. Like I felt bad for him. Like he needs help. Like he actually spent that much money because he spent a couple hours on them videos to say that, man, come on,
Well,
there's
you
got to
got
be
a
better
message,
things to do with
Bobby.
your bread. That can't be it.
He's solid, man. It's a hobby for him.
Bad
Nah,
hobby.
it's not the day job.
It's not even a good hobby.
It's not even the day job.
It's an expensive.
How can you be bad at
If
your
that's a
hobby?
hobby.
That's sad.
It's
You
a
don't
hobby,
spend
man.
time on it, man. Right? But I guess that's something you should keep to yourself, though, right? It ain't
He
even
definitely
for
should have.
everybody.
That's
That
that
was
when I'm
terrible.
loaded freestyling with my homies, but I ain't putting that on no wax.
Man, you kill your freestyle with your homies is killing him. It's killing him, and I ain't even heard you. But I believe whatever you said to your homies is killing him. That was that bad. It was just terrible. But maybe it's just me.
AB
I'm
a
gonna have
Hall
to
of
watch
Famer,
it
right?
now.
So speaking of watching, man, I do got a couple things. So has anybody watched any of these sports docs that have been kind of in the move? Like what's the Kaepernick one? Or what's the other one?
The Golden Boy Brady.
Brady, Malice in the Palace, or the Untold. I think they did the Untold Malice in the Palace. And then or the new one, was it the Williams sisters joint with Will? Anybody see
I
that?
seen that movie.
That's
I
dope.
did watch that movie. It was a good movie.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I ain't know her dad was so funny.
Oh, he got jokes?
Oh, he a wild boy.
Nah, yeah.
He a wild boy on there. It's a good movie. He a
Great
wild.
character.
I never. I mean, you look at it from when you see him on TV and what they say about him. But if that's how he really was, that Will Smith did, he a wild boy. It was a good movie.
All right, so
I
go
haven't
ahead,
checked
what's
it
that,
out
MH?
yet.
I
What's
No,
that?
recommend you check it
it's
out,
worth
man.
checking out. It's a good
Yeah,
movie.
it's a
You
good
kind of
movie.
get a little insight on the development and how he played his hand, and he played a hell of a hand.
So was it more about him, or is it more about the sister's development, or a combination of it both?
It's more
combination.
about him and the first he put on the market, which was Venus.
Yeah.
It ain't a lot about Serena. She's in there, of course. She plays a part of it, but it's more of him and how he played his hand to get to the point that he got to, which you wouldn't have thought that's how it happened. Because you kind of, in a sense, see the greed of the game, where people with money see something and they want to make it happen, but he didn't let it happen when they wanted to make it happen. He made them work for him, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you never would have thought that. Not at that time, the way it was back then in that profession, he actually played them short and made all of them work how he wanted them to work. Like he was the boss. That's why they didn't like him. But they knew the product he had was
I think
something.
the most powerful point of the movie for me, Bob, was how he manifested it all, man.
Yeah.
He stuck to the script. And that part to me was like the part that was dope when he said, I wrote out everything already. So everything you trying to bring to us, it's not in my playbook. And I'm just working my playbook. And it was a successful playbook. The man saw something that nobody else could see, wrote it down, and then pushed his vision until it came to.
Yeah. No, it's a damn good movie.
So talking about having it all written down. So I just saw this recent thing, kind of if comparing to the main Peyton Manning family to the LeVar Ball family, like should he get kudos for what he's done? Because he was prophesizing him like, love him or hate him. He kind of put it out there like, I'm gonna have a number 1 draft pick. He's going to the Lakers. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have a son that's gonna be rookie of the league. So should he get shine like they give the Mannings?
I think he'll get shine later, but I think since he's rubbed so many people the wrong way, that it's going to have to be how much the kids do at the end of it to get his full shine. So if none of them ever win a championship, never win an MVP, then it all just fades to dark. But if one of them does what he says, I think that he'll get later on. We'll see a documentary about the 3 Bs and how he did his thing.
So you think it's based on success? Like, I mean, come on, like we all
we
all play sports, right? Like
It's always about success, right?
It's all about
so we wouldn't know about Mr. Williams if there was no Venus and Serena Williams. If they both was duds in tennis, then we would know his name. He would just be another black father that was trying to push his kids to levels that they couldn't reach. Yeah. And now he is a guy that manifested a plan for 2 of the greatest, siblings, tennis players in history. So when you can put that on it, then you got a little bit more love.
Yeah, I mean the ball thing it was genius what he did, because if he don't do what he do, how would you know who they are? And he put them on a spotlight, either being good or bad. And then he even had a son that wasn't all that good, but he had two other ones that were pretty decent that could hold their own.
Hey, like
And I mean that's genius.
Shout out to
But he put them all out there. Like they were all great.
We got at least name him.
What's his name?
We got at least say Jello. We got at least.
He got one son. I think he's the. Is he the oldest? He was trash.
The middle child.
He was the one that went and stole in China.
Yes, that's the middle
He
child.
got kicked off of was it UCLA or something?
He shouldn't have been there.
I don't even know his name, but he was trash. He was the trash ball. And the rest of the balls are LaMelo, Lonzo. Them the only one name, but them the only names I should know. I shouldn't even know that trash.
Bobby, that was his test project, man. He had to.
Yeah, it was. He put him out there, even though he knew his older son was trash. He still got him some pub.
I think he just in the wrong look. The middle son probably just in the wrong sport. He probably can't do what the other two do. There's something else that he. I mean, LeVar Ball was he got to work out with the Panthers, right? So maybe the other son probably should have.
I mean, we talking about a workout though, B. I mean, what is that?
Tight end somewhere.
There's a workout is more than a lot of people can say whether he's good or not.
J. Cole got to work out.
Let's
there we go.
J. Cole did get a workout.
Let's not do this.
Hey, Pastor P was in the league.
And Ross Boyd Tebow got a tryout at tight end.
No, he was in the league though. Let's not.
I know. I'm just talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Nah, he trash though.
Yeah, he's trash.
He's trash.
But to your point, I think that is coming. I think LeVar Ball's going to get his love here pretty soon. I don't know if he's. Yeah, I don't know if he's purposely kind of chilled out a little bit. But I don't see him as much, or maybe they just haven't talked to him, reached out enough to him.
But MH, I think that was the game plan. I think once he did what he wanted to do and he got it to the level he wanted, he knew there was nothing else he could say or do to take it to all. Now y'all got to make it happen.
That's
and
true.
I bet he sat those boys down and said, I got you to this point. Now you got to prove everybody wrong because you got your shot.
Now, do you think that his style kind of could rub some people the wrong way? Because the Holidays have 3 brothers in the NBA now, right?
But in the game of business, and when you're trying to make money or you're trying to promote, who cares who you rub? The most successful people didn't give a shit about who they rub wrong.
That's true.
They trying to get what they want to get out the game. So if I got to rub you wrong to get what I want, well, nigga, all right, I'm going to rub you wrong.
Two-handed
all the way wrong. But
they just don't like him because he's bold. And he unapologetic. Other than that, he doing exactly what they did. He's just doing it with a bigger voice.
Louder.
And they don't like it.
He's just doing it a little bit louder.
You got that TV on, man. Turn your TV down. All right, I'm gonna figure it out.
That's an IMAX movie. That's what
right? Thank you. What else you got for him? All right. Anybody reading Scottie Pippen's book, and how y'all feel about what Scottie's been saying about Jordan? No.
Scottie just in his feelings. That's his problem. He's just mad because he didn't. He's upset because of what really happened in Last Dance came out. Like, bro, you don't have to be upset now that everybody else know that you was basically gave up on your team. That's your fault.
Everybody knew that though, right? Like it wasn't.
I think it has faded though. I think it has faded out.
We kind of forgot about it. It was in the past. It was not a. But then they played that and it was highlight. Like
they have Scottie on the jump and stuff.
He admitted everything. He told everybody like, "Oh no, yeah, I didn't really quit. I walked off the court. Oh yeah, when I didn't really care, I didn't want to play." Like he said all this stuff, and then get mad when it's documented in the last dance. He said it himself. But I mean, Scottie going through it, man. He been have a lot of stuff going on in his life.
Yeah, his marital situation is a little tough.
His marriage situation is trash.
Yeah.
You got your wife bringing rappers in the house while you sitting on the couch. Like, come on, man.
Let's talk about that. Hey, he's not going through enough right now. We want to do
buy
the
the book,
like
man.
that.
Buy the book, please. Help the brother out, man. buy his book.
Everybody buy a copy of the man book and help him out. Okay.
I can't speak on a man. I can't speak on a man's another man's wife or marriage. But I think Scottie Pippen doesn't get his just due, man. I mean, I honestly do. I mean, he's a top 75 player NBA history. He was a top 50 player NBA history. Million all NBAs. I mean, all defense. That dude doesn't get his due, and maybe he's overshined by the greatest to play, but he should get the due that he deserves. And I think maybe that's where it's a little bit coming from too.
He's overshined by LeBron.
I'm not going to comment on that. Yeah, we're not going to comment on that.
But LeBron is part of it because everybody compared is like Pippen is just. I mean, LeBron is just a souped up Pippen, and that's how they compare him. So it really just basically banished Pippen to the side once LeBron came.
But he can't be mad at Jordan because people banish him like that. That's other people's thoughts of him.
But Jordan put him on blast is what we're saying, though, right?
I mean, it happened. You can't get upset about something that you admitted to happening, and then he just highlighted it again and let people know how it really happened. You can't be upset now. It'll be different if he was like, "Hey, man, you didn't have to put that out there," or nobody else knew about it. You can't be mad after the fact, and that has nothing to do with his actual basketball talents and his accomplishments. But nobody's saying that Pippen can't hoop, but he started attacking other players like you're not that good and taking shots at people. Like, bro, what was you after Jordan left? You went to Houston, flamed out there. You went to Portland, and they was good, but you couldn't get past Shaq and Kobe. So then you started being angry. And I understand your personal life is gonna affect other things, but you need to redirect your hatred towards your wife or whatever the situation is, not other people.
Just like write a book on your wife. Like right there.
Golly. Well, when you take shots, you gotta take shots at the big dog. So hey, I ain't mad at you, Pip, for that.
Jordan don't care. He got
not
his
gonna respond at all.
yeah, he's not responding to him. He gonna drink his whiskey and be cool.
So speaking on that, I got a question for y'all. On the top 75. I don't know if we touched on it. So we know Pippen's in there. Klay Thompson is coming back soon.
Ben Simmons is not on that list.
Yeah, Ben Simmons in there, man. Put Ben in there.
Have we learned anything about that? Ben Simmons is not in there.
He's in there, man. As soon as he get back, he's there.
Y'all going in on him again tonight?
No. Ben Simmons ain't top 500. Get out of here.
I feel like we established this last time.
Ben Simmons don't get another job. Does he need to do? Pay some bills out there.
Who got left out of the top 75 outside of Ben Simmons? Obviously,
Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight definitely.
Is somebody coming off the list?
Why is AD in there?
Uh-oh.
He's never accomplished nothing on his own. Yeah, AD has never accomplished nothing on his own. So how is he even in there? Like, he didn't take a team to the finals. He barely got him to the second round. Like, Dwight had a dominant time until LeBron and went and built that super team. So
Dame on the list, right?
Dame is on the list and should not be. Should talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
Dame got great moments, man, in the playoffs. He got some big shots. I don't think he's done enough to warrant being on the list just yet.
Yeah. Like to me, he's never been better than T-Mac.
Who's this? Dame?
Yeah, Dame has never been better than T-Mac in my eyes, never.
Nah, I'm with you.
No.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
T-Mac or Vince Carter, who also was.
Yeah, it was a lot of politicking in the league in that list because
they also didn't take anybody off the original.
Yeah, they didn't. I would have took all them cats off. Like, nah, you were washed. You averaged 5 points a game. Get out of here.
Oh man. we can't be We can't be disrespectful though.
And no, that's the 60s, bro. They didn't. Anybody in the hall anybody in the hall before they let some of us in there, they don't count. I don't believe that.
All right, so question: the Knicks seem to be trending. Are the Knicks good again? I mean, they. So you say no? I see some heads nodding already. Like hell no.
I don't even know why that's a question.
Oh, wow.
I would tell you this: as long as the New York people feel like they good, it's a great experience. I went to a game out there in New York. When I tell you I had a blast just with Knicks fans because they were excited because their team was just relevant. The rest of us, we spoiled. My team, we in the 6th seed. We mad. New York is happy just to be in, man. So I appreciate it. That's a real fan base.
I'm just happy to be here.
They happy to be there, man. Let them have their fun.
That's that guy in the booth that can't really get a drink, but he's in the booth, so he's good. When the bottle service comes, he kind of look around because nobody know him, but he in the booth. he's still in the joint.
Oh, stop.
He the one standing on the couch. Like, hey, I'm here.
Hey, you know that cat too. Like, who's that dude?
Who's that dude? And everybody like looking at him like
he must be with EJ.
Familiar.
Why is he holding the bottle from the table? What is going on? Taking photo shoots. What's going on? That's the Knicks. Nothing wrong with it. Let them have their shine, man.
We a little disrespectful.
So we know who the Knicks fan is on here then.
It's more than a little, but it's okay.
Yeah, they back. They good. They good. They solid. They solid right now. It's still early in the season.
Like first round exit, they win like a game in the first round.
Hey, at least they made it to the first round.
Yeah,
I mean, they ain't been making it to the first round in a while. So
facts.
We gotta
it's
see how
a party if they make it to look first round. It's a party.
We gotta see how the shuffle out. They good.
Enjoy the ride.
They good. They gotta build the foundation so we can go from there. We good. Let them breathe a little bit. They coming. Let them breathe.
They got showed tonight.
They what?
They got showed tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost by 2. That's fine. It
They
happens.
lost.
It's November. It's November. It's a long season.
Yeah,
You gotta beat a team like that if you want to play.
No, they got to trade
The Nets?
Kimba. They got to get rid of Kimba.
You gotta beat a team like that if you want to be around.
Oh, Kimba has to get the boot.
Yeah,
he's not playing.
They looking to trade him right now. They're trying to get rid of Kimba. Yeah.
What are you gonna get for Kimba though?
They'll get him and Kevin Knox out of there.
Kimba been John Wall potential trade going on.
Nah. It ain't John Wall.
And the seats coming with Ben too. Ben
we gotta chill out on the Ben Simmons disrespect.
Ben's the truth, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. He's the real deal.
Truth of what?
Truth of missing layups.
Not taking
free throws, everything else.
You can't be all pro if you can't play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He can't play in the fourth quarter. We just got to get Embiid out the way, man. We're going to see.
Everybody's going to see
what time it is. Come on, Drew. Don't do him like that.
You said
he can't play his whole game.
Oh, that's what's holding him back?
What?
Embiid is holding him back?
That's part of it. Hey, if you're a player that dominates around the basket and somebody else is around the basket and in the way, come on, man. And then you got to play different tempo.
That sounds real punkish to me. That sounds you have another strong person. I'm going to take a back seat.
No. I mean, he's a guy.
Why are you doing that?
What happened?
I said you gonna take a back seat because somebody else is doing their thing. That doesn't make any sense because you feel like they strong. Well, no, you're not gonna come in and make their claim.
They let him. Embiid stepped out in the playoffs, went to the perimeter, and let Ben go down, and Ben still didn't take the shots.
The we should be talking. Conversation is Embiid had to go out there because Ben can't shoot from out there.
No.
Embiid has to go out there. Embiid has to leave the block because Ben is scared.
No. We gotta talk economics. We gotta talk natural pecking order when it comes to the NBA. We all know this. There's a pecking order between Jordan and Pippen. There's a pecking order between Shaq and Kobe when they was winning. Joel Embiid, they done hyped you up to be number one. Why are you stepping out for anybody is the question. That's probably the bigger question, but we're not going to talk on that.
We talk basketball. I'm about to fill my drink up.
We should be talking more about that. That's what we should be talking more about. Ben Simmons is not able to play fast like he should. He's gonna be all right to go somewhere else.
Where he fit in at?
At the end of the day, Simmons just mid. It's okay to be mid.
That's a great question. Where will he land and be the leader of the team?
Nowhere.
New York.
He needs to be. What's up?
You say you take him. You take him.
I'll take him with the Knicks. I definitely would.
But you put him on 10 right now. You go straight to 11.
You put him on the team that just lost their coach, the Sacramento Kings. I guarantee the Sacramento Kings make the playoffs. Guarantee. You trade some of them young point guards that they have. Yeah. The West is the worst. The West is worse than the East is.
What basketball are you watching?
Who's good in the West? Give me the top teams in the West. And I'll show you the top teams in the East. The West as a whole is worse than the East is. Man. You see the Lakers, what they doing? That's an average team. You got the Golden State Warriors. You got the
Lakers losing to the Kings right now.
Yeah, so you got the Golden State Warriors. You got the Phoenix Suns. Who else you got? No, Utah. I'll give you Utah. Who else we got? That's 3 teams. Let's not say the Nuggets.
No,
we're not saying the Nuggets. Michael Porter Jr. hurt. Jamal Murray's out, so they just got yoked.
You still got the Clippers who gonna get Kawhi back.
All right, they average.
Yeah, but you still
so that's 4 teams. That's 4 teams. We got the Nets. We got the Bucks. The Bulls is decent. The Raptors is decent over there in the East.
Even Wizards look good this year.
The Wizards are good this year. There's better teams in the East.
Wait, the Raptors are 9-12. How are they good? Like, what's going on?
They fine. Just say they about the same as the Lakers right now. So
yeah,
they average, below average. The East as a whole is better.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when games start to count.
Is early.
Yeah, it's about two or 3 teams in the East that should even be talked about, and the rest of it should just.
Yeah, they just they're there for decorations.
That's the filler games. Everybody got to get 82 games in. Yeah, some of these stats from the East Coast on your schedule.
Even the Cavaliers are better this year. Like there's solid teams in the East right now.
Hey, say they starting 5.
Who?
The Cavs.
I don't watch the Cavs, man.
You said they better. Let me know they starting 5.
Yeah, but they compete well. I don't watch them. Whoever number 30.
That Mobley man's nice.
Yeah, he is. He is good.
So should Amon Chumper's Dance with the Stars win go to the Cavs or go to the Knicks? Because the Knicks is like claiming them. I mean, they put them up in the Raptors.
We drafted them. Shit. Yeah. Hell yeah.
He back over there?
What you say?
Shump back playing?
Nah, he won Dancing with the Stars. That's a trophy.
You hear how he said that, right? You heard exactly how he said that. It's a trophy from a Knicks fan. He going in the Raptors for that.
That's a trophy for him. It's a trophy for him. Yeah, go ahead. Go win. Go win.
All right, let's take the college football. So here's the debate. Anybody have what they think their top 4 is? And do you think that we need to expand the college playoffs?
I'm gonna say if we don't extend it, we got to start making an exclusion for teams that don't win their conference. That's it. And if you don't win your conference, you can't get in the finals, bro. It's just the way.
If you don't win your conference, you shouldn't.
Don't win your conference, you don't get a shot at being in the conversation. Not as the alternate team, or you shouldn't even be in the conversation.
No, because that's not fair. Because teams from the Big 12 are poo. If I'm in a conference where it's all good teams.
There's some weird scheduling dynamics in that too.
Yeah, I get that. The second best team in a conference shouldn't also be the best team in the nation. Later,
what about the undefeated though?
Huh? They probably are.
Who's the second best team in their conference? You talking about?
You got like Alabama making the playoffs.
I'm talking about the Bama type situations and all of the tomfoolery, like how at the end of it, we all know they're gonna try to creep Ohio State's name back into it. If Cincy or somebody like, oh yeah, I guess he's still out there.
Bama's supposed to be in there. If Bama ain't in there and they got the teams they got in there, ain't nobody watching. I mean, it's all about the
Is it
money.
about ratings, man?
Ain't nobody gonna watch that.
Michigan. No, people watch Michigan.
Ain't nobody gonna tune in for Cincinnati, but people in Cincinnati.
I'll tune in for Cincinnati because I just want to see somebody different in there.
Yeah, I want Cincinnati to be in there, but Cincinnati gonna get their heads rocked.
You think so?
They gonna prove why they don't put teams like that in there because it's just not
Didn't
gonna be a fair game.
Wait, didn't Cincinnati rock one of these teams like 2 years ago?
Rock who?
Who did Cincinnati? What was it? Who did Cincinnati play?
There's a reason you don't remember.
They beat up Florida.
I was gonna say
They beat up on Florida.
Yeah, they beat up
Florida.
Yeah, Florida ain't even 500 this year. Who cares?
They beat Notre Dame this year. Didn't they beat Notre Dame?
Yeah,
they beat Notre Dame this year.
Yeah.
But well, did you expect Notre Dame to win a title?
No, but I mean,
Kelly left.
Notre Dame went in and got
fair point.
Brian Kelly didn't leave just because he just didn't like Notre Dame no more. He seen, man, he ain't gonna get it done with this product he getting at Notre Dame.
No, I'm with you. I'm not saying Notre Dame is like number 2 or something in the country, but they're a top 10 team in the country. Cincinnati handled them. I'm with you, Mr. Ashton. I don't think if you're not winning conference championship, I don't think you deserve to be in that spot.
Unless you Alabama.
Nah, even them. They get way too many passes, man.
Why? They
dominate. Automatically get 2 teams. Everybody else
team in the country.
Come on, that's nah.
There's a reason they win those titles, man. They dominate people.
Yeah. So then,
is this the year? You don't believe in Georgia this year?
If they expanded, they just say like, "Hey, conference champs, get in, and then we'll come with two alternate teams." And if Bama is the alternate team, then it's Bama. But I think that you prioritize conference championships on teams that's going to play for the national championship. I just don't see how. Yeah, it just don't make sense. Like, hey, did you guys win a conference? Nah, but we the natty champs though. Like, it just don't it don't jive right. It just don't sound good. Like, yeah. So if you can't win your conference, even if you're Alabama, and Alabama, we know if you put them in that playoffs, they might show up and take it. It's a 3-game sprint.
But what conference? You're talking about the SEC, the toughest conference in football.
Gotcha.
They should be able to lose a game in that conference or not in the conference championship and then win out and still get a shot because of the teams they play on a daily basis. I mean, look at Ohio State. Look at the scrubs they play. They play a lot of scrubs, dude.
Even then, SEC wasn't like killer this year. It's pretty much like Bama and Georgia.
I would say no. They were actually better. The only team that wasn't really good was LSU.
Right. You just said it. That was LSU was normally pretty good. Mississippi was good. Ole Miss was good.
Arkansas
all of those
was
dudes
good.
was very competitive every game and could have won any of those games. SEC is pretty dominant. The Big Ten, you got your probably top 3, and the rest, wow. Wow. The Big 12, you got your top 2, and then, come on, who's watching that game? And then we already know what's going on in the West Coast. We know how y'all are. All terrible.
Damn.
I mean, who's good in the West Coast?
You see how them sissies in the
You had a fake
that's
pretender in Oregon. The Ohio State
Lincoln,
team, and then what happened to you?
They think Lincoln gonna be their savior.
They do what they normally do. So you got to respect the SEC. That's where the top dogs are and the best teams.
The Pack is on the way back. Mark my words. Pack is on its way back. Yeah,
you said what?
Solid coaches. Well, the Pack is on its way back.
Come on, man. They've been saying that for the past 25 years, and we've been waiting for y'all to come on back. Y'all are
25 years. Bobby, come on, man.
Hey, look, Lincoln gonna have USC playing like Oklahoma.
He's gonna have them playing just like Oklahoma. No defense and plenty of offense.
Yeah,
good luck.
Better players.
Good luck, because you got to run into the SEC.
A lot better players.
Yeah.
Okay, but he still got to run to the SEC. Yeah. As long as that man's saving and standing on that sideline, good luck.
No natty championship shot, man. Yeah, that's my stance on that.
Look, the issue, he waited to go too late. You got all these other coaches who have like stamped flags in California because they be paying the high school coaches, and they got those connections, and they getting all the players. So Lincoln gonna have to come in and try to snake and get those coaches back on his side. It's gonna be hard. because Dabo goes to California. All them coaches go to California, and just take all the kids because they have connection with the coaches.
Everything's better out west, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Okay,
that's that good old payola that they be doing.
So I got a question for you guys. Tiger Woods recently kind of said that he's going to be a part-time golfer. We know the legend of Tiger Woods and all that he's been through. Where does he rank in athletes all time? Tiger Woods.
Ooh. He's right up there, man.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean, when you talk Brady, Jordan, then Tiger should be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Especially at the sport that he plays. I don't know how many of y'all golfers on here, but that ain't a go. Anybody can pick up a basketball and try to hit a three. You can't pick up a golf club and decide you're gonna hit a 300-yard drive, or you're gonna be able to hit a lob wedge onto the green and make it sit down. It's just a different level of mechanics and the intellectual property you got to have up here to be able to play that game the way he played it, and then go through all the adversity and come back. Like, nah, it ain't no. Yeah, he needs.
Now, is he done playing majors? I didn't get that part. Is he still playing majors? Or is he just?
He's done now. I think we'll see a comeback story before he goes and starts playing on the senior tour. I think we'll see him be an impact on the senior tour, though.
We talk about one of the greatest stories in sports, period. Like Tiger's whole story is amazing, just from start to finish. And you think about what he's done in a sport that, like, since Tiger, every year, they're like, oh, this guy's the next guy to take over golf. And then you never hear from that guy in like a year or two. They're like, oh, Jordan Spieth, he's about to take over. Jordan Spieth then faded. Was it Dustin Johnson? Faded. Like, Ricky Fowler faded. Like, Tiger dominated that sport for more than, it was like 15 years.
15 years.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it's supremely dominant on the level of like what you've seen LeBron and them do, and I think he's right up there with LeBron.
Yeah, man, he surpassed LeBron.
The Williams sisters, like it's
Serena
those types
Williams.
of stories. Yeah.
I mean, I foresee two other people that changed the scope of sport like Tiger did, and that's Jordan and Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Nobody looked at those sports like they.
Nike didn't have golf gear till Tiger.
There was no who cared about golf, and then who cared about skateboarding? But Tony Hawk changed the game. And Michael Jordan, even with basketball, he took that to a whole nother echelon that just like, whoa, he took it to, which is now what these guys reaping the benefits from now. But nobody else besides those three ever, I think, got in the game. And you can say Gretzky to an extent, but there was some good hockey players that, he took it to a little bit higher level, but those other two, Hawk and Jordan, they took it to a whole nother brand. Like, I didn't even want to know nothing. I didn't care about no skateboarding, but I knew Tony Hawk.
Yeah. People didn't watch golf. People didn't watch golf.
You didn't have to be a part of those sports, but you knew those names.
Yeah. Everybody, Sunday, Tiger on.
Yeah.
You never watched golf before. Tiger was on Sunday. Sunday, Tiger on.
Yeah.
And the Williams sisters too. I didn't watch no tennis until they got out there.
Right.
To see them put in that work. So it's just certain people that
I think
they change it to, they put it to a whole nother level. You don't even know what they're doing. You don't know if they winning, they losing. You just know they doing something. You just cheer when everybody else cheer.
That's like what Lewis Hamilton is doing for Formula One right now too.
Yeah. People don't even understand that.
He's making it more relevant, particularly to the Black community.
Yeah, and Ebony, you're right. That's something I'm always in our group chat about. Is like understand like the best driver in the world is this man Lewis Hamilton, killing it, just killing it. Greatest driver ever. Most wins, most everything.
Breaking records left and right, and it's never been done on that level by a Black man before. And I mean, they literally there's 20 drivers. That's it. There's 20. There's no 21. Is 20. And you hoping the team picks you back up again. And he's
the main reason. He the main reason I start watching. I started watching.
Only.
Oh, screw this.
The only reason. I was not the main reason. The only reason.
Right. The only.
I mean, it's better than NASCAR.
Man, I went to my first F1 race, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, this is dope!" And now they bring it to Miami next year. Miami's having a race next year. Yeah, and my goal is to get to Monaco.
Hotel. It's a done deal. It's going to Miami.
Yeah.
Hey, hit me on that Monaco trip, all right?
Listen, I'm playing in Monaco though. Don't play.
Yeah, I want to get to Monaco.
I got you.
But
I told you.
But you got to do it big. You got to get a yacht. You got to do it on the yacht right by the track.
Why not? If we go to Monaco, there's nothing else to do but the yacht.
All right, man. So we're about to wrap it up, man. Anybody has one last thing that they want to throw out there before we wrap it up?
I do. I got a question for y'all. We just our most recent guest, Evan Holyfield. I'm sorry. Is a professional boxer moving up the ranks. What's y'all thoughts, man? I'm not that big on the boxing scene, but the way boxing is turning, right? Or you got I think is Frank Gore fighting soon?
Frank
and
Gore
we know what we got Darren Williams fighting, and these are getting like major pub and major followings. So is that disrespectful to the sport? What's y'all thoughts on that?
It's a money grab, man. It's like that little celebrity all-star thing for hoop, man. It's a money grab. It's nothing else. And I like Frank Gore, man. I'm a Frank Gore fan, but
is Frank Gore a Hall of Famer? While we on that,
yes. First ballot.
Hey, lifelong 49ers fan.
We're sorry.
He might be in the Hall of Very Good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
sir. Wow, that was a jab.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, I'm sorry. When they let Terrell Davis in there all easy, it opened Pandora's box.
You talking about TD, baby? He got a nickname.
Yeah, he's MVP.
He was behind the offensive line because they plugged the next running back in, and he did the same thing.
Yeah, and it still was going.
No. He didn't do the
same thing. He did a lot, but he didn't do the same.
He did he did the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
None of them were MVP.
Frank Gore definitely Hall of Fame.
Yeah, two hot albums. That was
the next guy had 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And matter of fact,
MVPs?
I don't know anybody
that's not the same.
The other guy was playing with John Elway and Shannon Sharp either.
Frank Gore blew his knee 3 times.
Man, I love.
I don't know nobody in the league that even put half of the stats he put up with 3 blown knees. This is before he got to the NFL.
Was Frank Gore ever a top 3 back in any year?
I think so.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I would
Did
say
he ever win a rushing
San
title?
Francisco years, he might have been.
No, he never scored enough touchdowns.
I don't know. You might want to check.
Did he ever win a rushing title?
Nope.
No. Okay. But he was consistent for
Where is he at in
a
the top
decade.
10? Is he in the top 10 of all-time rushing yards?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he got to be up there. He played like 20 years.
Yeah. Frank's stats is up there with him.
Hey, if the 11th back on the list is in the hall, then Frank is in.
Come on.
It's that simple.
He's on just a longevity.
Bro, super math, huh?
No, he's definitely getting
anybody after him is in. He's in.
Well, and let's keep in mind, he is a Miami Hurricane, and all that you do is put people in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So let's just cut it out.
Getting in.
That's all that you do is put people in the Hall of Fame. So he's going to be a first ballot even on that alone. He's a Hurricane.
I don't think he'll get first, but eventually he'll get in.
I think he'll get in.
There it is. All right. Well, thank y'all for jumping on. Before we go, we got to give a hand clap to Ebony. Congratulate her for opening the brand new arena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Great stuff.
That's great stuff. So if you guys aren't following her on LinkedIn or social, we always got to, give credit where credit's due. And she always steps up and holds it down for the ladies. We had a couple ladies pop in and out. So, yeah, what you got to say? Anything you want to say to folks?
Listen, I'm tired. It's been this is the sixth time I've opened a building, and every time I go, why did I do this? I mean, it's definitely an amazing experience, and I have a really great team, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but the hard part is done. The building is now open, so now it's just operating it and getting my team to the level that they need to be at. So I want to say that's the easy part, but yeah, that's the easy part. There's a lot of hoopla. It's interesting where we're at and the guests that are coming into the building. So it's going to be interesting to see the programming for the space as well. But it's going to be good. It's a beautiful space. I can't wait to bring you guys out and host y'all when y'all come visit out here in New York. come when it's warm. No, it's like 34 degrees right now.
We was talking Monaco, and now we talking 30 degrees in New York. I mean,
30 degrees, 32. I'm like, I need my big coat, my scarf, my gloves, my earmuffs. It's rough out here right now. I got a heated mattress pad and a heated blanket. It's not even
right. Round robin. Anybody, Bob? What you got to say before we get off?
I hope the next time we talk about how Tim Tebow is going to be the Florida Gators' new coach.
Gene, what you got for us?
Does anybody not like that?
Right. This is a good topic.
Man, it's gonna be a couple of some good, interesting weeks in the NFL coming up, man. Like this extra game is starting to already show us wear and tear on teams. So it's gonna be like it's whoever get hot at the right time. I feel like don't win it.
MH.
All up, man. Let's keep tuning into these Knicks as we progress through the season. And the Cowboys is the real deal. Just letting y'all know.
Did I miss anybody?
I synced it with my eyes. They the real deal. I synced it.
I would just say we're just talking Formula One. There's 2 more races left. So, show that support. Mr. Hamilton is, in now.
Yeah.
They're up to win the constructors championship, and he's up to win, another championship himself. So support, watch the races, encourage others too. We gotta support the lone black driver.
That's probably the best rivalry in sports right now.
It really is. You got
Lewis versus
a really young cat. I mean, Verstappen's what, 21?
Yeah,
22?
21. He's trying to take the spot, and like they be real petty with each other, like messing with each other's cars and bumping each other on purpose. Like they really had it, man.
Yeah,
check this out.
Yeah, so you guys got to check. You got to check it out. These last 2 races are gonna be ridiculous, and they over in the Middle East too. So they be getting it in.
It's like we never got. You know how we never got like Jordan and Kobe in their primes, and like LeBron and Kobe and their like main prime. Like these guys are in their primes, going in. So it's dope.
All right, Ross. Anything for the people?
I just want to know who's going to be the first one out of LA if the Rams go bankrupt with all the money they spent on these players. that don't pan out. So, time will tell. But if they don't make it, it's going to be some heads getting rolled.
There you have it, man. Well, hey, that was another edition of the live, man. Thank you guys all for listening and everybody that turned in and everybody that was watching, providing comments on. We're going to do it again real soon, man. So just stay tuned and please stay safe, practice gratitude, and know we're rooting for you.
Screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Look. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap and back.